Hello everyone. Today I'm going to introduce a new plugin called 5D Auto Layout. Its purpose is to automate various tasks for layout. First, I'll go back to Layout. As you can see, there are two windows here. On one side is the layout file for the general notes drawing. And this side shows drawings such as floor plans, elevations, staircase details, and restroom details. And the door schedule. As you can see, the way I set up a project is by splitting the layout files into many separate files. But what we need is a drawing list that looks something like this. So as you can see, the layout file I have here already contains the following drawing pages. It has a cover, project perspectives, a drawing list, and note pages like these. Then I have separate files, like the one for the floor plan. I only have 3 pages. The elevation drawing has 4 pages. The staircase drawing has 2 pages. And the detailed restroom drawing has 4 pages. The door drawing has 2 pages. This method helps make working on each page and each file much smoother, because each layout file only contains a small number of viewports. As a result, the size of each file is also smaller. This also means that during the work process, updates are much faster. But this brings up an issue. We have to combine multiple layout files together just to create a drawing list. Before having the plugin, I had to do this task completely manually. That is the reason I created the Auto Layout plugin, to help automate this task. First, this plugin must be run from SketchUp. First, click on the plugin icon. It will display an interface like this. It has 2 areas. The first is the area that contains the layout files. And the second area is the drawing list area. Right now it says there's no data available. We need to select the layout files first. Up here we see that no layout files have been selected yet, so we can click here. I'll select the first file. It says that one layout file has been selected, which is the general notes. Do you want to add another file? I do. I'll select the floor plan file next. And I'll select the section file next. For now, I'll stop and select these 3 files first so you can hear. So I'll press No to finish the selection process, and the plugin will immediately and automatically go to each layout file and help us retrieve the information about the page numbers. And drawing names here, how long it takes to load the file depends on the files, everyone. The content of these drawings follows the sorting order. For example, if I drag the A200 drawings to the top, see, then all the drawings in the A200 file from A203 to A200 will be moved to the top. Or I can move the first floor plan file, group file 100, to the top. For example, this floor plan, 100, to the top. You'll see the list automatically sorts it to the top. So the first function is that the drawing list will be sorted according to the file order. In the first box, I'll move the general notes to the top, so I'll push A00 to the top. There, like this. The second is the floor plan, the third is the elevation, and the section. The next function is, you can see there's a columns button here that allows you to display the paper size. Currently, the plugin only allows 3 pieces of information. First is the drawing number, second is the drawing name, and third is the paper size of that drawing. You can also drag and drop. For example, if you want to move this one first, like this, move the A3 paper size to the top. Or you can move the drawing name section to the top. If I don't want to display it, if I don't want to display the paper size, I'll uncheck it. So that's the most basic function of this plugin. Now I'll add other drawings here. I'll continue to select files. I'll add the steps. Next, add the restroom, then add the doors and windows. Okay. Okay, right now I have 6 layout files merged in here. So as you can see, this is the content of the drawing names that it has retrieved. This drawing name, these numbers, 601, 101, where does it get them from? It gets them from here, everyone. That is, in here, if you use the auto text for page number, it will automatically find this name for you. As you can see, this door detail, 601, 600. This SketchUp file also correctly gets the number 600 and 601 in here. Now, let's say we have a situation where we need to update. For example, in this situation, I have the elevation detail file 201 and 202, and I can't tell which sheet comes first and which comes second. So I'll go back to the layout file. For example, I'll go to the elevation detail sheet. Here, floor plan, elevation. For example, I'll edit this by adding in parentheses, number 1. Number 2, there, like this. I want to do this detail, and I want to reverse the order. I'll move this section to the top. Okay, 200, 201, 202, and 203. So after I've made the changes, I'll save this file first, save the layout file. Okay, next, go back to SketchUp. You'll update the file we just changed, which is the elevation and section. I'll click here. You'll see that the order in this elevation, this file, will change. Here, it's updated. Elevation, section, elevation detail 1, and elevation detail 2. So that's the way. You update the changes from the layout file. After you're satisfied with the arrangement, there are 2 buttons at the bottom. The first one is the Send to Layout button, which means sending the content of this list directly to Layout, but currently when you click it, you'll see that this function is in development and is not yet available. For now, in version 0.0.1, I've only implemented exporting to an Excel file. Click here. I will temporarily save this Excel file to the desktop. Project ABC, drawing list. I'll save it. Okay, all right. I want to note something. When you want to create a drawing list that links directly to layout, you should set a fixed name. For example, for this drawing list, don't add the date, because when I have a change, I just need to overwrite this file and it's done. I'll save this file. Okay, so now let's try opening that Excel file to see what it looks like. I'll open the Project ABC file, I'll open it, I'll temporarily delete this, I'm not using it anymore. I'll open this drawing list, here's my Excel file, but if you want, you can edit these names, but what I want is to link that layout file with the drawing list on this side, so I'll use the action to insert the layout file into it. Here, I'll get the drawing list. And here, what do you want to get? For example, I want to get from here to here only, without the paper size, for instance. Then you just need to get from cell A1 to cell Phi26. So you just need to select from cell A1 to C, not D. C is column C. Then press OK. Sorry, like this. There, you can see this is a drawing inserted from Excel. If, for example, you change the content in Excel, this side will update accordingly. Okay, to make the 2 formats on both sides the same, it's quite easy. You just need to click the Sample Style button here. Or use the B key, sample from here, and apply it here. It will take the format from this side and bring it over. You can add color, make it bold, italic, and you can also adjust the line spacing to make it fit. So that's the method and the direction I'm taking to develop this extension. Thank you for watching this entire video. Bye-bye.